Well, hello. Thank you for the bit. The single rip bit. Like it. Oh, more bit. Hooray. How you guys doing? Today, Monday or Tuesday? It's Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Yo, what up? Subnautica Caverns music. Why the fuck not? I kept trying to put my cat down because she just wanted me to hold her, and she would not let me put her down. Ridiculous. She's so fucking cute. I need to get a webcam just so you guys can see my cat and all the nonsense she does while I'm trying to stream. Here's today's fun story. I don't know where my stylus went. Oh wait, there it is. Found it. Alright, there we go. Did the thing. Got the thing. Oh god. Whoop. Video, please. Which port's the broken port? Not that one. Okay. Katsushi wants to bite my face off and refuses to be held. Yep. That's how they all are. Kitty cats. Alright. So I'm gonna work on some commissions tonight. That's the plan. And here we are. It's Tuesday. Made a new desktop background, so that's fun. Oh, in case anybody is here that didn't see it, that's my new desktop background. It's real pretty. I did the thing. I'm actually pretty proud of it. I was working on it the other night, and I just took it to work on it during lunch because it was stupid and slow today. Beep. What up? Today was a Tuesday, and it was dumb. I don't think that's the color I'm gonna go with, but gotta pick a color. I might go with a color like a blue, maybe? Yeah, that's the one. I feel like somehow my keyboard got smaller. I'm fighting for space. Today's been a pretty weird Tuesday. Work's weird. My life is weird. I had sausage and peppers for dinner. That wasn't that weird. That was pretty tasty. I open my commissions every couple of weeks, and I have 5 slots, and you can ask for a commission then. Are you on the Discord? RTC, I remember what I was calling you, GTC? If you're on the Discord, I post in the Discord when I'm open for commissions, and then, yeah, it's, PayPal money. If you type, exclamation point, I want to say it's commissions with an S, I want to say it's with an S, it'll give you my prices. Okie dokie, hi Apollo! Two S's. Yep, there you go. That's the one. Those should still work. Yep, that link still works, and that price sheet is still accurate. That's okay. I can't spell most nights, so... Them's my prices. That's the one. I sort of like the warm orange on her, but maybe a cool purpley color would be good. Harker, your phone does not like you this week. You're having a real tough time with that. Okay, here we go. And I can work with most subjects. I can do pretty much anything except for really complicated, like, machines, and I struggle a little bit with buildings. So anything with a background, I usually do, I usually, like, estimate a price for the background based on how much time I think it's gonna take me. That's the only thing that doesn't have a flat rate is the backgrounds, because backgrounds vary a lot. A forest background might not take me as long as a cityscape, but a cityscape might, you know, depending on the type of forest it is, it might not actually take me that long, so that's the only thing I ad-lib in, and I don't think that's written on the sheet anywhere. I mean, that's fair. Not everybody does. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's totally fair. But those are my prices if you're ever feeling it. I tend to open, like, roughly 2 times a nice. Thanks for the bits, dude. I tend to open roughly, I think, every 2 weeks, maybe. Depends on how many commissions I get and what kind of commissions they are, too. Like, this time around, I got a lot of bust shots, like, a lot of headshots, so, you know, those don't take me that long. Like, this kind of thing doesn't. This is a little bit different. It's a hips up. It's a little bit different distinction, and it costs a little bit more. It's something kind of in between, but this is something that doesn't usually take me super duper long, so maybe someday if you feel like it. If not, you can just enjoy my art as it is. If you enjoy my art, which I guess if you're here, you would enjoy my art. So. I don't know why else you would be here, unless you came in here because I was playing a video game you liked, which is entirely possible. That's the weird thing about being a streamer who does art and games, is that sometimes I get people in here that are just like for the games. How's everybody's Tuesday? It's a weird fucking Tuesday. I think I've said that like 4 times, but it's been a weird fucking Tuesday. A product we killed like 6 months ago came back today, which was weird. That was fun. That was an exciting afternoon of trying to figure out how to incorporate that into the current set of product lines at our current workload. So that was interesting. I have several ideas if I snag a slot next time you're open. A friend wants to do a joint piece of our WoW characters, for example. Cool. We have a bank account now, but at the same time, when you don't have a good job, you gotta save up for those commissions. Heck yeah. I had to work in a cold warehouse instead of a nice warm greenhouse. That's unfortunate. I am sorry for your struggle. Oh, I hear a lot of sirens outside. That's fun. Oh, it also rained a bunch today. Some more, also. So, you know, I think I maybe live in Seattle now. I'm pretty sure somebody at my job lied to me when they told me where I was moving, because I feel like I'm in Seattle now. Like, actual things outside. I don't know what's happening. It was raining a whole bunch today, but I wouldn't mind if I wasn't outside for some of it, yeah. Well, it got kind of light out for a little bit. Like, it kind of stopped raining and the sun, like, didn't totally come out, but it wasn't like, you know, I'm literally about to rain dark outside. But then it very quickly went to shit, and it, like, almost thunderstormed without the fun part of a thunderstorm, which is, of course, the lightning. And then, it stopped. And then we were back to normal, and everything was just the way it's been. It's just been raining. Was it a Discord public chat and I was talking and I just hear a YouTube video and echo on someone's mic yell, "Shut up." That's hilarious. Organ Druid and Night Elf. Blood Death Knight. I was like, what is DK? Death Knight? I haven't even looked at WoW in, like, I don't even think I have it on my computer anymore. It's been so long since I played. That reminds me, I had a card I was gonna see if I could give to you guys. I have to find the card first. And that reminds me, I have to figure out what I'm doing with those pins I got. Sometime in the next couple days, when I actually get my shit together, I'm gonna have a raffle on the Discord for 3 sets of Dota 2 pins, because I don't even know what the fuck I don't know what the actual name of that game is outside of the acronym. That's how little I know about that game, and for some reason I got like a shit ton of them with my Slime Rancher plush. So I have 3 sets of pins that I'm gonna raffle off to you guys, because I don't want them. And I could sell them, but I could also give them to you guys. So that's what I'm gonna do. So if any of you guys like Dota, in the next couple days, I'm gonna raffle off some pins, if you care. That's a thing that you want to do. I don't know if any of you guys are fans. There was some slight discussion in the chat the day I mentioned those, but that was it. Since banjos. Man, your phone is not pleased. I'm waiting to talk to Joey and Ron about the summer Great Crate. Is that a Dota thing? Or is that a WoW thing? Or is it neither? Someday I'll have, like, actual money, and then I'll actually be able to do giveaways for, like, things. But for right now, can't do that. The dream is to get the channel big enough that I can, like, afford to do, like, merchandise. So that you guys could buy Axie Stack gear, but... And more so that I could buy my own Axie Stack gear. But... 3 minutes of Dota, and I don't know a thing about it. Well, there you go. I don't even know what it stands for. Like I said, I don't even know why I have those pins. I don't know where they came from. Do you guys still play WoW? How is it still good? I haven't played it in so long. I think I stopped playing around Mists of Pandaria, and I don't know what changed since then. I wasn't really that into, like, the lore and stuff just because I started so late, but... played a little bit. Mostly was in it for the RP. The end of expansion lull, so everyone's kind of bored right now. Gotcha. Rating this expansion has just been okay. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like him. His name is Steve. He protects the tip jar. I had to get crafty with the tip jar, though, because you can't pick your own graphic for the jar. So I actually just grabbed a, like, it's... Fun fact, it's actually just it's like a regular jar, but I, built a graphic to go around it. So it's like one of the normal, like, Streamlabs jars. Made it pretty. Instead of just being a jar chilling in the corner. The sleepy boy. Unlike his real-life counterpart, which is literally in a constant state of, oh my god, food. The Legion expansion was awesome, but the raids were nothing big. Otherwise, it was cool. Gotcha. Sounds like it was cool otherwise. Eat. The only thing of note I remember doing in that game was I got the Time Lost Proto Drake. That was the only thing of note that I did. I don't think I did anything else exciting. I didn't have any cool gear or anything. That was the only thing I had. My biggest problem with Legion was just how grindy it got. Grinding. My favorite. Yeah, exactly. OMG, food, where? Yep, Steve's in a constant state of that. Especially lately, like every time I go near his tank, he's like, meh. Well, if he could make sound, that's what he... Not like that, for real. Man, I don't even have the Proto Drake. I farmed... Like, I hunted that thing for, like, weeks. You don't understand. I got, like, I got the add-ons to, like, track the timer and whatever, and I hung around on that mountain for days. I got really lucky one day and it showed up. Then I beat the shit out of it. And then it loved me and came home with me. The thing that kills me about the Proto Drakes, though, is that, like, I didn't realize they had little derpy arms, and I love them. Because, like, they're just amazing. Like, when you look at the Proto Drake, it looks like they have, like, they're like a wyvern. It looks like they've got, you know, 2 legs and 2 wings that they kind of walk on, but they have little, like, front legs, and it's really funny. No, it totally didn't wreck me. No, I beat the shit out of it. There was, every now and then somebody else would come and sit with me for a little while, and then they would leave, and eventually it showed up. It actually spawned right on top of me, and I didn't even have to do any kind of, like, mage craziness by, like, you know, jumping off a ledge and floating to the ground. Like, I just killed it right there on the side of the mountain. I got really lucky, I think. Like, little flying T-Rexes. Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're so funny. Yeah, I totally thought they were wyverns, and then when I finally got the time lost proto drake and I was sitting on it, like, you know, showing it off to my friends and whatever, I was like, oh my god, it has small arms. It's beautiful. That was my favorite critter in that game. That was truly an adventure. It also just showed how little time I had, or how much time I had to, you know, screw around with that. Nearly 300 mounts. Oh my god. So many mounts. They're fun, though. Mounts are pretty great. Guild Wars was like, here, have 2 mounts. Here, have 5 mounts, and we'll just give you, like, 1,000,000 skins. Go crazy. You can color them however you want. Who else loves cold pizza? I do not like cold pizza, actually. I don't really understand how people can eat cold pizza. Because it's pretty gross. I think it's pretty gross anyway. I won't judge you, but I think it's pretty gross. It is not the me. I am not one. To be fair, though, I don't know if cold pizza is different when tomato sauce is on it. Because I've only ever had, I can't eat pizza with tomatoes on, like, tomato sauce on it, so anytime I would have had an opportunity to eat cold pizza, it would have been, like, Alfredo or something, and that tastes like it's cold. So, to be fair, I don't know if there's, like, a difference between, like, you know, cold pizza and cold pizza with sauce, you know? You're offended. Don't be offended. You're still the best. So great. And like I said, to be fair, I might not understand the glory that is cold pizza because I cannot eat real pizza. Because my stomach is an asshole. My tum is like, fuck that. Out. I also exclusively eat Hawaiian pizza, so my opinion is also invalid. Yes. Yeah, your opinion is invalid. I don't even eat real pizza, and your opinion's invalid. Get out of here. If it has tomato in the sauce stands out a bit more and it's a lot more sweet. Gotcha. No, you're allowed to eat whatever you want on your pizza. I don't really get pineapples. I don't get the pineapples on pizza thing just because I also don't like pineapples. I can only have pineapples in, like, small doses or else I feel like my mouth is gonna burn off from the sugar. Pineapples, like, physically hurt my face. And I don't even know why. They're just so ridiculously, like, acidic or sweet or something, but... I have to be in a mood for pineapples. Or put them in my smoothies. I don't mind putting a couple chunks in my smoothies, but I can't eat straight up pineapple. It's me. Pineapple actually secretes a tiny amount of digestive enzymes, so maybe that's why. Maybe. Tiny hint of sweetness on top. I would think it would add a lot of sweetness because it's pineapple, but maybe... I don't know. My body hates me. I have discovered over the years that really anything that's, like, overly acidic kind of bothers my stomach in varying degrees. I think that's where the no tomatoes thing comes from, is just the acidity of the tomato juice kind of fucks with my stomach a little bit. I just don't feel good after I eat it, so I stopped eating it. Or, like, you know, lemons. You know, I like lemonade. I've developed a taste for lemonade. I used to not like lemonade that much, but I've kind of developed a taste for it, and sometimes I'll drink it, but I either have to, like, water it down a little bit or, like, sweeten it. Like, sweet lemonade's fine, but if it's just all tart, then my stomach's like, no. Please do not. Whew. get some shadow softening in. I think that's also why stuff like ketchup doesn't bother me the same way, because I think it's cut with so many other things. I don't know, though. I don't really understand that kind of stuff. Fanta, what's up? Perhaps you could give your input. Cold pizza, yay or nay? That is the question we are exploring right now. Cold pizza, yes or no? While we listen to some dramatic Titan Souls music, because this is the best. I loved this game. This game was so good. It was so hard. Spent, like, tons of time just... Ketchup is disgusting and I hate it? Yeah, it is. No, it totally is. I don't know why I use it, because I can't do, like, any of those, like, condiment challenges where, like, you know, you eat, like, a spoonful of mayonnaise and a spoonful of mustard and whatever. I want to throw up a little bit when I watch people do those. I can't even imagine actually doing them. But, like... I like ketchup on things in small amounts. But, like, just ketchup, just straight up. Cold pizza. No. Cold pizza. Cold, as in, like, not warmed up. Because some people are weird and they like to do that. Just like, you know, you had leftover pizza, you don't feel like putting it in the microwave. You will hold a pizza? Good. I would also hold a pizza. I would hold many pizzas. Ketchup, I missed snobbery cream. When I was at the library, I had a library quiz and it said the top gender that taker identifies as, you can guess what I put. That's a weird way to phrase that. Have a good dinner. Get that tasty food. Yeah, Ryako, your phone is, like, not pleased. Which surprises me a little bit. Like, I never have any trouble with the autocorrect on my phone, but yours is like, meh. Are you using the Twitch app? Because sometimes my phone does this weird thing in certain browsers on certain websites where it will try to finish my sentences in a way that's like if I start, instead of just autocorrecting to a certain word, it'll actually, like, fill in, like, a phrase. It's really, I don't know how to describe it. It's really odd. I'm one of the only people in my house that uses ketchup. My mom is, like, super disgusted by it. My dad always makes that joke, nobody put, ketchup on a hot dog or whatever. And I mean nobody puts ketchup on a hot dog. He makes that joke every time we have hot dogs. Every time. It's funny. I like it. My dad's hysterical. No, ketchup totally does not go on everything. I like ketchup on burgers, like, as a mixture. I used to not like mustard, but now I like mustard. But, like, not a lot of mustard. Just, like, a very minute mixture of, like, mustard and ketchup is really good on a burger. Just a little bit. Not a lot. I don't need a lot of condiments. Oh, I didn't finish my sentence from earlier, I don't think. Yeah, just, like, straight up eating a condiment, no thank you. It goes on everything. You put a brick as your gender? Good. I mean, if you leave it open choice like that, you're gonna get people who put stupid shit like a brick. So, you know, good on them. Good job allowing people to choose their true genders. True selves. You be a brick. There's actually a place that will not serve you ketchup on their hot dogs if you want it. You have to bring your own. I don't like mayo. Never acquired a taste for mayo. It's weird and gross and it's funny. I don't like it. Hey-oh! What's going on? Welcome, Briar. They give a jokester option. A jokester an open answer, they're gonna make a joke. Absolutely. Like if you give a mouse a cookie. You know, you give a jokester a joke question, a question with an open answer, you're gonna get a joke. That's what happens. That's how jokes work. We don't have hot dogs here. Yeah. Do you guys wait, so you don't have like well you're where are you from again, Fanta? I feel like you told me once, and I'm sure you told me once. But hot dogs are everywhere here. It's always funny to me whenever I meet international viewers and I ask them where they're from and they can just say an entire country and it's a legitimate answer. And I find it funny because like in America, if you ask where somebody's from, they're gonna tell you a state. Nobody in America says, I'm from the US. Everybody in America says, oh, I'm from, you know, Missouri, or I'm from wherever. It's really funny to me. Believe me, you are really actually not missing out. It's just pork rolled into a sphere, into a tube. There's literally a million. I haven't even actually had pork or had hot dogs in so long. Like, okay. Let's see what else we got. I like me a good hot dog every now and then, but I would not say that anybody who has never had a hot dog is missing out like immensely. I wouldn't say that your life is, you know, lesser because you have not had a hot dog. Like, you just have never had a hot dog, and that's fine. I was gonna grab Aubrielle's thing and see. Here she is. Aubrielle, you're here! I'm gonna put some finishing touches on stuff. You want her holding this little light ball in her hands, right? Yes, okay. Gonna just infer that. But here in the conversation. Don't forget the glowy. That's how you make a glowy, right? Yeah, I'm not big on the whole mayo thing. And no, I can't do the mayo. I don't. What is the mayo even made out of? Isn't it like egg? I'm out. I think I need to make that a little. I'm French, not from France, but just the trash France. I do not. The little light. No, I am not familiar. I'm actually not familiar with too many regions in Europe. Which is probably why nobody tells me where they're from specifically, because I know where it is anyway. And now that you say that you're French, I now know, I sort of understand why you... There we go. Beautiful. Alright, I want to do one more thing. Then I think it's, I think she's done. I think she's good. Like poop when I'm done with it. Let's see. Oh, do not merge visible web. Put that to the... Stop. Stop. Get computer. Doing. Thank you. You missed me making the little light ball, and we talked about some stuff. Oh. Let me go back to a regular room. This make you so happy? Good. Excellent. I shall finish it. Very short. Not sure if it needs this, but it's on anyway. It adds a little something. That is good. Is very good. I do my best. Sometimes I like to do funny accents myself. It mostly only amuses me. Thing is, though, I can't do like voices like that on command, and so usually I run a little bit of these, like, oh, do it. This commission lights on all the things. Yeah, oh my god, lights on all the things for all these commissions. It's ridiculous. Alright, I think I'm prepared to call her finished. I think that looks pretty good. Pretty good. Since... Yeah, we're getting a lot of lighting effects on this group. Would you like me to leave the background white so that you can use it for stuff? Or would you like me to, Would you want me to put a background on it, like I normally do? Like a simple shape background, I mean. The only reason I ask is because I know you said this is a character from one of your books, so I don't want to, like, you know, put, I don't want to put too much, like, color and detail and stuff on her if you need her to be, like, blank for something. I can also send you a version with a background and without. I'm gonna make that not red. That's not cool. I thought it was gonna go. That red doesn't look too bad. Pops with the green. Yeah, that's probably what I would do with it if I was gonna do a background type deal. So if you're okay with that, I can send you 2 different versions if you want. With and without would be lovely. All right, you got it. Say no more, friend. There she is. All right. Let me put my signature on it, and then I will move on to the Jadoa, and then I'll be all done with my commissions for this batch. And I'm ready for that. I'm ready to be done. I love you guys, but I'm ready to be done. You would like to commission just a white sheet of paper? I can make that happen for you. The elusive white rabbit in a snowstorm. Alright, and I'll save that out after the stream's over so you can have copies of it. Okay. Done. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit in case you want to get a screenshot. Alright, time to move on to the last commission of the batch. That's my new desktop background for anybody who just hopped in here. I made him. He's beautiful. Quite the improvement. I think it's a great improvement. I feel like I did a good job with it. I'm really proud of myself. Stop sign! What up? Friend is approaching. Finish your yoga, take your shower, have a good night. Rest up. Glad you got to stop in and see a little bit of it. Ooh, where do we want the lights on? Oh no, what did you guys do? Since so many people ask for characters, my price sheet focuses on how much it costs per character, and I can adjust things like size as people ask. So like for desktop background size, you would just tell me I want to get this character for a desktop background, and I would just make it that size. It's more about the content than the It's more about the content of the image than it is about the format. That's more or less what it is. For example, here, actually, I'll give you a recent example. Lorne has commissioned me for stuff. All Lorne gave me was, I want to draw my D&D group. I want a drawing of my D&D group's characters. That's all. That's the only information I was given. And I was given pictures, obviously, but there was no other specifications, so I decided I wanted to do it in a tall format. This cost whatever the cost of 4 characters would be. But then later, he asked for this character, and said, I want this to be, specifically asked me, can I have this in a size so that I can use it on Twitch as a like an offline or a BRB, like, can you make it so that I can use it on a Twitch video? So I drew it in this format, but then I sent it to him in this format. So it didn't change my drawing at all, it just extended the canvas. The only time that would matter is if you wanted like a full illustrated background like this, like a desktop background that was a full illustration, then I would have to take the background into account, and then it goes right back around to how much is the background gonna, like how much time is the background gonna take me, that kind of thing. I'm on Fear Chat, and one is killing with his character. Oh no, what are you guys doing? You almost died in chem today. Oh my god, are you alright? Nice to cover it up, yeah. That was sort of the description, was that her clothes are made out of ribbons. That was, like, the description. So, yeah. Oh. I derped a little bit. Oh, you were talking a background that's just a background with no characters in it? I'd have to think about how much that would cost. I mean, I'm not a big, like, effects artist like that, so... I mean, I could certainly give it a shot next time I'm open for commissions, you know, if you grab a slot, but I'd have to think about how much that would cost. Probably... I mean, what were you thinking as far as budget? I guess would be my question. Because I think that's going to fall under the same amount as a character. I think that's going to be like a 30 to 40. Depending on how long that takes me. I've never really done just a background like that before, so I'm trying to decide how long like a background like this took me on average. I'm trying to like calculate out how long that took me on average so that I don't like overcharge you. I give quotes in between commissions, so, you know, I'll give you a quote. And if you feel like you want to do it, then I'll let you know when I'm open for commissions again. I'm kind of thinking, because I'm definitely going to finish this tonight, I think I might open commissions again on, like, Friday. Give myself a couple days to not have commissions to do. Usually I open it the next day, but I think I'm going to give myself till, like, Friday time around. I almost kind of want to get myself on, like, a schedule, like, you know, exactly every 2 weeks take commissions, but some stuff takes longer than others, so... You'd certainly be better off going to somebody who, does effects art like that specifically. I can do something like that, like a galaxy painting, but I'm not much of a painter, I'm more of an illustrator. So doing just a painting like that is a little bit out of my, like... It's not that it's out of my skill set, it's just out of my typical mission range, but... He did that one? Well, it's really good. I assumed it was a stock image, actually, so... Yeah, that's how good it is. It's so good that I didn't even realize it was art, that it was actually, like... I thought it was stock image, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think the fact that it was so clean that it looks like it was just a picture of a galaxy, I think that's pretty cool. Like, I thought it was just a photograph of a galaxy. I didn't realize that it was, like, art. So that's cool. He's good. He's awesome. Cool artwork. I wish I could render like that. But I definitely can't. That's why I've resorted to cartoon art, is because I can't render for shit. I can look at a thing and be like, oh, those are the shapes, and I'm gonna turn the shapes into shadows, but as soon as you want me to start blending stuff, I'm like, nope, I'm out. You guys like that VR chat thing. You're having a good time. You drew it on an iPad? I gotcha. I've noticed a lot more artists are starting to use iPads for their artwork. I didn't realize the iPad had, like... I guess it must, but I didn't realize that the iPad had, like, pressure control to do, like different widths of brush. So that's pretty cool. It seems like the iPad would be a much cheaper option, and like something like an iPad anyway would be a much cheaper option to a Cintiq or any kind of Wacom tablet, really, because there's other brands of tablet, like I think Huon is one that's starting to get a little bit popular now, but like they're not as good. They're fine, and you can totally use them. I'm a big proponent of you can use whatever tools available to create artwork, but I've heard that they're not as not that they're not as user friendly, but they don't feel as good to use. Okay, see you in a little bit. I've never used a Huon personally, but I have heard that I've heard the glass is a little bit thicker on a Huon tablet. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. H-U-I-O-N. That's how I would pronounce it. I've heard the glass is a little bit thicker, so it's a little bit more awkward to draw on. If you're not used to a glass screen, I should say. Because Wacom textures all of their tablets so that they feel like paper, or they feel closer to paper. I think it's a pretty cool feature, actually. Secret Agent Burb. Like how I just stopped shading his character. I just was like, no. Don't need it. Don't worry about it. So many birds. Oh, I didn't shade his face, like... See you later, have fun on VR. Have more laughs. I told you this bird wasn't gonna look like a cardinal, by the way. I told you. Promised. Yes, good luck not dying from laughter. Minecraft? Is Minecraft. Why is it called Moog City? What is a Moog? I like to be right sometimes. He's got the cardinal hair floof. Otherwise, he's just a secret agent. Except Apple totally forgot that they have that the males have colors on them, so. He's actually more like a blue jay with a mohawk now. Oh geez, that's the wrong green. Welcome back. Alright, let's get some highlights on there. Now that the species is open and anybody can do whatever they want, well, not anything they want with it, but now that I'm okay with you guys making fan art, Apple was like, ha, give me a burb. I want it to be like this. Whoa, what's going on with the blue on your neck, friend? Right down there? Fix that. I don't know what's going on with that yellow. You know how they toss shirts at the crowd? Yes. Got a shirt that landed on a half-eaten pizza. Was it worth it? Never really had to highlight a beat from this angle, and I'm not sure what to do. I thought this was a good idea. Well, at least you got a shirt? Question mark? Was it worth? For 3 weeks and then I grew out of the shirt. That's unfortunate. I have so many. I have a shirt in my closet that's like my goal shirt, so, you know, if one day I ever lose enough weight to fit into it again, that's like my target weight. I'm not like upset with my weight at the moment, but like if I could fit back into that shirt, that would be awesome. Been big into sports. I've never really, I mean, I think I've been to like one baseball game in my whole life. But like, I never really got into sports. Sports for me have always been more about hanging out with other people. You know, like during football season, I would come downstairs and sit with my dad and watch the football game with him. I don't care about football and I know nothing about football, but my dad likes it, so, you know, I go down and hang out with him. Now I don't live at home, but... You're 6'4"? Jesus Christ, you are a full foot taller than me. I am but a small... I am but a small burb. Smallest axolotl. I am a whole 5'3", depending... 5'3" or 5'4", depending on what doctor I go to. That fluctuates for some reason. Same thing with my weight. I am exactly 5 foot. Alright, well. Briar and Arenis are smaller than me, so... I am not the smallest Lotl. You are vaguely smaller than me. I don't know what this music is, but I love it. Secret Agent Burb. Tamriarch. You are 5'3" taller than me. Or 1'3", I don't know why. I said 5'3" because that's how tall I am. Herp. I really enjoyed drawing him in modern clothing, by the way. This was fun. I've always wanted to draw my critters in modern clothing now that they're finished. Like, now I just really want to draw them in, like, people clothes. Well, that was easy. What am I gonna do for the remaining, like, 40 minutes of the stream? I don't think I've ever finished my artwork this fast. Here we go, I'm about to do it. Get those footies on the ground. Your grandma was 4'11 and a half. Your grandmother would be the same size as a male Jadoa? Find out. Nope, she would be about the size of a female Jadoa. A little bit taller. She would be on the high end for a female Jadoa, in case you were curious. Because those are average sizes, so she'd be about... Oh, 2 things I did not do on this. 3 things. This... I could do your commission of a blank white sheet of paper. That is a totally a thing I could do right now. Murder noodles are doodle requests. I actually, speaking of murder noodles, I had an idea for a thing that I kind of wanted to do. Maybe I'll work on that. So I had this idea, right? So Jadoa, for anybody who wasn't here for the world building thing, this creature, Jadoa, they are the first creatures in Lorhan, one of the first creatures in Lorhan to have gunpowder. And Jadoa, being Jadoa, used it for, like, recreational purposes. Like, they figured out immediately how to use it for, like, fireworks. And were like, yes, this is a good thing that we can use to have parties. Well, I had this idea in my head of, like, a little short comic strip of, like, a Jadoa being walked through a human's, like, lab, and the humans showing off all of their trinkets and whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, I made this thing, I made that thing. The Jadoa's looking around like, oh my god, this human made so much cool stuff. And then the human's like, and this is my prototype that I made using the gunpowder that you guys gave me to test it with. And the Jadoa's like so excited, like, oh, what fun thing did human friend make? And then the human holds up like an actual gun and shoots like a test dummy with it. And the Jadoa's face goes from like, hello, to, oh no, like just to abject horror. I just thought that would be a really funny thing to do, you know, just... Because I want to explain how it was, how it came about that, like, Jadoa did not create the first guns, because they did. I cannot, look at him. Does he look like he has the gun hands, but does he look like he should have a pistol? No, he's a Jadoa. He's a bird. He's a cute, beautiful bird. I don't think they would be the ones, what have we done? Yes. Yeah, I don't see them as being the ones to create guns. So... that's what I'm thinking. So I think I'm gonna maybe doodle that up. So we'll storyboard a little bit. How's that? You sketch in red. I always sketch in red because I'm weird. I could do murder noodles. We were at... I think I'd started laying out this one, and then I didn't actually get the text put in because I got bored. Doa changes the gun to a handheld firework thing. Yeah. Well. I want to work on the Jadoa thing. I'm gonna work on that. You can watch my process. Like a flare gun. Yeah, like a flare gun. Would be like... Box in there. Little bird friend, he'd be walking along. The tables I think would be really high. Or I could draw the table down really low and put like a stack of books on it. That's stack. Right. Stuff hanging. Put some like stuff like pictures and a shelf here in the background. Then I could just draw the human real tall, you know? Not show their face. Right? And then... Forgot that was a thing for a second. Yep. And we'd have to get something to fit in strip format. So, like... boxes. It would have to be like... I want a dialogue planned. If I did another long block, draw the human, like... Is Axolotl supposed to be talking about a raffle? No, he is not. Axolotl, I told you to stop talking about a raffle. Why are you still talking about that? Ignore Axolotl, he doesn't know what's going on. Look at that smug little face, look at him. You can't join the raffle because there's no raffle, because Axolotl's not supposed to be talking about that. My guy. Please. Stop this. Look at that little shit-eating grin. He knows. He knows what he did. He is. Axolotl's drunk. Okay, so the human's like gesturing at the table, like, oh, look at this thing that I made. And Bella's like, get some good. Get like table, and there's the thing, and oh, gesturing. Everything. Gesturing. And then Doa's like, oh my god, yes, it's a thing. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I could brush this down into boxes. That would be cool. Yeah. Brought the sides in. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken witchbot? That's the real question. Squeeze that down. Probably make it. Because I can, like, totally picture how I want the last frame to go. Pulls out the gun out of the thing. Oh, I know what song you're referencing, yeah. I don't want to draw too many frames, though. Like, it's supposed to be short. It's more about the Jadoa being like, holy shit. There's the bird. He's gonna be back here. Oh, so excited. To get another good, like, close-up shot of the human, like, holding the gun, I'd have to draw the gun. But... this one again, with a good, like, layer, fires the gun. And the face turns to... and then the last panel is just a close-up of the Jadoa, just like... no. I just realized that one of the histories of my race has several parallels to the story of Moses. There you go. Alright, there's my comic strip idea, you guys. Now I have to draw the thing. That's the problem. That's wherein lies the real problem. I mostly just want to draw them. Let's start with the bird. What kind of bird should we... One of you guys did ask me to do one of these guys. It's a little too, like, fearsome. I kind of want to do something, like, gentle. I want him to look cute. Like a sparrow. I literally just have a whole folder full of pictures. Crow would be hard to draw from the front. Yeah, maybe a pigeon, even. Oh, my clothing reference. I don't know why I always spell pigeon with... That's not a pigeon, that's a dove. Get out of here, Google. It's gonna look nothing like it with it. Doves and pigeons are the same thing. I literally did not know that. I learned something new today. I did not know that they were the same creature. Pigeons are smarter than doves. Oh, a pigeon's a rock dove? I didn't know that. You learned me a thing today. The weather here currently is just like hostile winds. I can hear the wind outside just going ham. Because pigeons are actually a domestic species, but they are domesticated from rock doves? Oh, I don't know. You guys tell me. I ain't no bird expert. I like me some birds. Fancy pigeons. Oh, look at how beautiful that one is. I want to give it a small. Like extra cute and oh, hi there. Ta-da! I did not put, anything on that. I didn't put, textures on it, because I'm dumb. Just more Jadoa? Yes. You're back! Welcome back. Herb. He done. Except I didn't put things on him, but Secret Agent Burb. Yes, he done. Yeah, so we're drawing. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with the last, like, 20 minutes, so I'm drawing a comic. A short comic. I actually told everybody the story a minute ago. I told Apple Gravy the story way before that. Basically, this little short comic strip is just gonna be this little cute, now a dove, or pigeon Jadoa, same thing, walking through a human's, like workshop, looking at all the cool stuff, and the human's talking about whatever, and the human's like, oh, I made a thing, and the Jadoa's like, oh, cool, what did the cool human friend make? And human friend is like, I made this thing, I call it a gun, and I made it with the gunpowder that I bought from your species. And the Jadoa's like, oh good, what wonderful thing did you make with gunpowder? And then the human fires the gun into a test dummy, and the Jadoa goes from, oh, so excited, to, oh no. Oh no. So, that's what I'm drawing. Because I really want to emphasize the fact that the Jadoa did not create the first guns, even though they had gunpowder first. The Jadoa are too good and pure for guns. So that's what we're working on right now. I'm gonna make this one, like, extra. Because doves are extra floof. Jadoa do not gun, they are kind people whose efforts are not pointed towards war. Yes. But anytime I mention that they had access to gunpowder, somebody's like, oh, so did they make the first guns? And I'm like, no, they didn't. They gave gunpowder to the humans and were like, make more beautiful rockets with them. And then the humans were like, okay, but what if we made it into a weapon instead? He'll be okay. I don't want it to be. Goofy little baby. They listen to party rock too much? Probably. I just picture humans are always in a state of, okay, but what if we weaponized it? But can you make it, can you push it further? Light her up so it makes... Give her a little bit more body in there. I should develop my races more. Has an idea for a new race. Yes. Babies versus humans. Can we make them into weapons of mass destruction? Yes. Humans are scary monsters. Zoom in real close on the face, just... Apple, that's exactly what it is. Sweats. Big ol' pupil, so she... Oh, what did the good human friend create? Nightmares. Human friend created nightmares. Just like stand up the feathers a little bit. Alright, let's do the it's Fev! Fev, we're drawing birds. Oh, Fev, I made a new desktop background. Look at it. Hang on. Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's done. Finished it. Finished the boibs. This new species, whenever they discover something. Okay, but can we eat it? Yes! We're drawing birds. I'm drawing more birds. Birds forever. I'm gonna need to bring her. Because I know what she looks like. Now that I've drawn her. Now I need to draw her being amazed at everything. How'd the rest of your stream go? They're also going to be the only species brave enough to take on the giant flower snake creatures I designed. Probably because they want to eat it, right? They want to know if they can eat it. Actually, she's pretty much making the same face as the one back here. Now that I'm thinking about it. Went well, finished the song pretty quick. Got some good beeps and boops. That was so fun listening to that. Like, I was working on my website, just like bopping out to your song. The key is going to be drawing this character more than once and having it still look like the same character. Such big eyebrows. Roast flower steak is a delicacy. mix of caimans, pangolians, water possums, and a bird. That sounds like a very interesting creature, and I'm really excited to see you draw it. Have you drawn that one yet? Or is that your snake you're talking about? Just reordered the yay face. Yes. Need to make her a little bit smaller. This way. That's gonna be the one. I need a slider forward a little bit too. Move the head. Slide the neck. Slide the head back. Totally screwed on that one, actually. Be like, I kind of want her to be like turning backwards a little bit, like something caught her eye and she's looking. Wind is howling out there. If the stream dies, that's why, because probably something got blown away. How to shoulders, how to neck, how to anything. The joys of being an artist, where you do it and then you erase it and then do it again. That's what I wanted. Maybe the human shot your stream with a newfangled gun. Maybe. Well, let's draw the box. We'll work on Murder Noodles on Thursday, I think. That's the plan at the moment. I'm gonna readjust the spacing between the boxes too at some point, but not right now. all 3 boxes to be the same size, so we'll just... Yeah, that newfangled gun thing. Any opportunity to draw more burbs. Okay. Cuties? Silence falls as everyone intently stares at Burb Friend. Yes, we're all very intently working on this, even, you know, you guys are watching and I'm working, and look at us go. Look at the good job we're doing. Or that, hey, you guys are allowed to do whatever you want when you come to my stream. I just appreciate that you show up at all. And then we could just put some... and, like... allowed to do whatever I want. Starts plotting. Hey, you were taking a nap. That's kind of doing whatever you want, right? That's gonna be a table at some point. We're gonna have a lot more stuff in the background than I expected. Should I make the human a male or a female? You guys care? I certainly don't. I haven't actually really drawn much of the Mantheans. To be honest. Brilliant adventures can be any. You are correct. Well, I'll tell you what. I am about 7 minutes from being done, and honestly, I kind of want to take a little bit of time to research what I want the, male is typical, female will be more of a shock. Okay, that sounds good. Good to me. Yes. Just by stereotypes. Your responsibilities. How dare you. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna stop for the night. I think I'm gonna, and then I think I'm gonna call it for the night. I only got like 5 minutes left, and I kind of want to research like what I want my humans to look like. So I mean, I have the art from the thing, but I don't know. I kind of want to just think about it a little bit. So go comic strip thing. So I'm gonna go get some sleep, get ready for bed and all that. Let's see if anybody's streaming. Who's around? Doing their thing. Nobody I'm really interested in for now, but so I'm just gonna go to bed. So thanks for coming to hang out with me, you guys. Thanks for all the bits and everything, and just for chilling. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna play some more Evoland 2 tomorrow, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for games. All right. You're all the best. I will see you later. Bye.